Hello, I am with my friend Amanda, who is my photographer, and she shot these amazing photos. The other day we did a photo shoot for Spark Lily, and I thought we'd review some of the photos and tell you a little bit about what we went through. Cheers.
Cheers.
So the first shots, we were wearing the pink outfit, and I always find that like the very first pictures, you really might as well throw them away.
Absolutely. It's like a first batch of cookies.
Yeah.
The first pancake.
Yeah. So there's a stiffness that kind of, then we broke into the fruit.
The fruit. Photographing someone eating is not always the easiest thing and not something I'm particularly good at, but they were okay.
Well, because, you know, I'd pop a berry into my mouth and then I'd eat it. And then, of course, I've got chewed up raspberry in my mouth. And chewed up raspberry is not really attractive. So you have to make sure that you swallow it before you get on to the next photo. And chewed up blackberry is even worse.
Seeds. It's seeds.
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 Live and learn. But they were tasty. This set was fun.
It was.
Good call on the sweater. I was like, well, what should I wear? And Amanda said, do you have something that's sort of like a 1950s sweater? And I'm like, yeah, I do.
Of course you do.
Of course I do.
Everything.
And then the book, I was reading a book about Piper Laurie.
Who started, my father was a producer and starred in one of my dad's movies. So it all kind of came together.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about your dad?
My dad was a producer, an agent. He made films for Hallmark. He made a movie called Promise with Jim Garner and James Woods and Piper Laurie that is a very award-winning film. So it was nice to do that. It was nice to see her face.
Fun to see her face and sort of revisit that memory with your dad.
Which I now have the book at home and I'm reading.
Good.
So, yeah.
Good. Then we set up this shot where we had the chair and the ottoman, and I had the fuzzy blankets over, and I was going to stretch out over the two, but that didn't work out so well.
And we also had something else in that shot, which was champagne. Cheers.
Cheers. Yes. We did decide that while we were shooting, we should make it a really fun girls' day. So we opened up a bottle of champagne.
Much like right now.
Much like right now. This is what we do when we get together. Yeah, we had a productive meeting.
With a champagne bottle.
So it's like whenever we get together, there's going to be champagne and orange kitty cats.
Yes, absolutely.
Wherever we're at.
Wherever we are.
Yes. But yeah, I fell through the crevice there.
But look what this is, I want to say something, which is that even though this isn't what you're going to use for a professional shot, how much fun is that?
How much fun is that?
You know, you can always, as a photographer, and someone who I must say is plus size, I don't always enjoy having my picture taken, but then you wind up with something like this, and there's still something great about it. So never worry when you take pictures. Never worry. We're in a digital age. You're not losing film.
I was in Paris with my friend Drew, and we got these, I don't know, some like eclairs, some ridiculous confection, and we were out on the street eating it, and I was just walking around her snapping all these pictures, and she was like, stop taking my picture. But the look of pleasure on her face as she was eating this confection, and she was just laughing, and there was like powdered sugar up here and over here.
And that's a perfect photograph.
So much joy.
Yeah, it's a perfect photograph. So never panic.
Yeah.
As long as you haven't broken something, you're fine.
Sometimes those oopsies.
But that's a great picture. And there's another picture in here. I don't know where it is. That's great as well.
Oh, then we went into these.
Yes.
I love what you did with the black and white.
It's so simple. Anyone can do it with I'll talk about it later, but with a very simple software and 10 minutes, you can have that picture.
That is so amazing.
Anyone can do it.
That is so amazing. Anyone can do it.
Anyone.
And she's going to help us.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Not all the secrets.
Can't give away all the secrets.
But a little bit. You just looked so old Hollywood here. I don't know if it was a sweater. I don't know if it was the light. I don't know if it was the sparkly things behind you.
And then I had you do lots of pictures of the sparkly things, because I think I'm going to use that a lot as just random photos on Spark Lily. I don't know what they're going to be used for, but you know, I love sparkly things.
Yeah, we have that in common. We're like birds that way.
Yes, we like shiny things. We're magpies.
And there you are looking glamorous in your
with the wig.
By Byron.
Yes.
Who does amazing work.
I was in too much of a hurry when I put the wig on, and I got my hair a little high in the forehead. I don't like it to be quite so high on myself.
But you can't tell.
It's, yeah.
To the naked eye. That's...
We are always pickier about ourselves than others will be.
Absolutely.
These were fun. I love having a prop in my hand.
You do.
It's just fun. You know, once you put a prop in your hands, you can then put all your energies into that. It's like, oh, I'm all about the bottle. I'm all about the magic 8-ball. I'm all about the glass. That gives you a wonderful focus away from the camera, and you think about the real thing that you're doing.
Plus, it gives you a great use of hands, which is something really good to know when you're taking photos. Is even in a selfie, even a well-placed hand can do amazing things. You can hide something. You don't want to be with your hand on your chest, but a loosely placed hand.
I was reading somewhere, somebody wrote something about Instagram photos, and I've never really quite gotten the hang of the Instagram selfie. I know some people really have that knack down, but they said something about the Tyrannosaurus hand, where you're supposed to, like, something about having your...
You should fan your hand. Think of it as fanning your hand, like if it was a fan. You don't want to do that. You don't want to high-five your boob. You don't want to high-five your face. You don't want to look like you're punching yourself in the face, right? You want to fan your hands so your fingers are at an angle and leave them loose. You know, that's what they say. I am a photographer, but I can't take a selfie to save my life.
Oh, I hate selfies. Why does your nose always look so big in selfies?
The worst thing about selfies I find personally, on a personal note, which is ridiculous, is you're so busy taking your selfies up high. I can get a good selfie if I'm very close to
I never do the
a lamp.
Very rarely.
Very close to a lamp, and you're about, you know, a few inches above your eye line. You can get a good selfie. But the worst part is you take a selfie, you get a great selfie, you post your selfie, and then 3 hours later you need to take a picture of the crackers in the store to tell your husband to buy, and you turn on your phone and you're down here. And it's pointed back at you, and it's a reminder of every flaw I have.
Oh, everything.
Tripled.
Oh, everything. And when you take that accidental selfie and you're Jabba the Hutt, it's like, oh my God, how did that happen? I didn't know I was capable of looking so horrendous.
Yes. It's kind of the way I feel about taking it. When I'm at a party, I don't want anyone to take a picture of me eating. I will take my plate and go off into a corner, because the last thing I want is, you know, the photographer going through the picture. I told my wedding photographer, because I just got married a few months ago, I told her, no pictures of anyone eating. Just take pictures of the food, and then stay away from anyone with a plate in their hand.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
Well, yeah, she tried to be.
So we did some bedroom photos.
We did.
Pajamas.
Slumber party.
With no slow motion pillow fights. That one was one of my favorites.
I like that one a lot. I love this one.
Yes. The black and white. I just love black and white. Everything.
Well, you're very glamorous. You have that old Hollywood. When I'm editing and I'm free to do what I want with photos, like this, not when I'm on a film set or not when I'm doing headshots, but when I have the chance, I kind of like to look at the picture, walk away, come back, look at it again, and let the photo tell me what it wants to be, which is crazy, and that's how I get my ideas a lot of times.
So,
speaking of ideas,
let's talk about this brilliant idea that we had after. So we'd been shooting all day. We had a bottle of champagne between the two of us. And
I don't know what you're talking about.
We decided that it would be a good idea to go shoot some pictures out by the pool. That's one thing. That's fine. We decided that it would be a good idea to Facebook Live video of us shooting those pictures out by the pool.
Not our brightest moment.
No. I look pretty good in a bikini. I'm okay with how I look in a bikini.
Excellent in a bikini.
But I am 51 years old. And my ass is not where it was when I was 21 years old. And I am perfectly happy with where my ass is. I know it could be tighter, I know it could be firmer, all of that stuff, but it's fine where it is. But it really doesn't need to be seen walking away from the camera on Facebook Live.
I'm sorry. I just want to apologize to you in person. Sorry. I think it was originally my idea, and I'm sorry.
But we went with it.
We did.
We're nothing if not bold.
We Thelma and Louise right through that car went right off the
right
cliff.
over the cliff.
Cheers.
Oh, I need my stole.
It's on me. It's on me.
Oh! That's not what we want. There we go. But they turned out cute. And you know, ultimately, I only need 1 or 2 pictures. And I don't know when I'll use them. I may not use that photo for a year, but eventually it will have a use. And so it was worthwhile. And we will forget about that Facebook Live video. No, we won't, because I'm sharing it here.
They don't even have to look it up.
I know.
It's right there.
It's like right there. I have no shame. So what did you do to transform these photos? Because they look so much better in the after.
Anyone can do this. Like I said before, anyone can do this. It's very simple. I use a program called Adobe Lightroom. It retails for $149. But if you have an iPad, you can get Adobe Lightroom for iPad, and it's free. If you want to take it to another level, you can buy it for your computer. You can attach the two. It'll send photos from one to the other. You don't have to do this. This is Adobe Lightroom. You can basically do the same thing on Adobe Lightroom for iPad. I don't know if they have it for phone because I never edit photos on my phone. Saying that, this is a few very simple things. I crop out anything that doesn't belong. So if we have like in these, a seam of a curtain, for example.
So like where this curtain splits and you can actually see that that's a cat box back there.
So after my own heart. Exactly. So there's 3 things you need to remember for simple editing for anyone. The temperature. I took your temperature up a very small amount. So I added, because we're shooting with a lot of light in gray, I brought a little more gold into your face. So that's just a simple slide. A very minimal light exposure, taking the clarity down a very small amount, 1-2 points, because when you're using an editing program, you're on a slider. Everything will be at 0 in the center. You're taking your clarity down, you want to go 3, 4, maybe maximum 10. Anything over 10, and everybody's laughing at you on social media because they're going, what are they thinking?
Yes.
And then a very simple, at the very bottom when you're editing on any photo editing program, is the vignette feature. The vignette feature puts a small amount of darkness around the corners.
Right. Yes, I can see
which
that.
Makes everything else pop. That's all I did in all these pictures. 5 minutes tops.
That's it.
To edit any of these photos.
Because I'm not doing heavy photoshopping on any of these photos. I'm not retouching lines or wrinkles. What you see is what there is. So we're going with that little bit of light correction over the whole photo, but we're not changing anything.
It's not a movie poster.
Yeah.
It's not, you know, you look at a movie poster and then you look at the actress and it's practically an animation.
Yes.
It's too far. I'm a set photographer. I sometimes am the one that takes the pictures for the poster. It's too far. You go too far, and everybody who sees you on a daily basis and sees you, to me personally, it looks like a lie.
We have a friend.
We do?
I am not going to mention names, but I know you already know who I'm talking about. And every time she posts photos of herself on social, and this is a beautiful woman.
Stunning.
Every time she posts photos of herself on social media, she has done the Facetune or
one of those
things where everything is completely blurry except for the eyes. The eyes are clear and sharp, but everything else is so completely blurry that it looks like a cartoon.
I have several friends who do this, and then when someone says, "My God, you look great. What are you doing?" And then the one person I know has said to me, or not to me, but said on Facebook, has said, there's some app on my phone. It does it to all my pictures. I can't get it off my phone. I don't know what it is. And we all just go, uh-huh.
We all have the same phones, give or take.
We all have the same lines.
Yeah.
So anyways, in most of these photos, it's just a slight crop.
It's amazing the difference, because I look at these photos and the background pops more. Everything's sparklier. It's shinier.
A lot of that, if I could give the recommendation to women who want to, just, I call it fluff their photos a little bit. It's the color tune, which is at the top. The temperature, not the exposure, not the clarity, the temperature. If you can see, this one's perfect to look at. I'm bringing it up. If you look at the lamp, you can see that there's gold in the lamp.
Yes.
So you can see exactly how far I took it at.
Yes.
Not far at all, but it just gives you a pop, and it's gonna pop everything around you, because I could go in and do your face separately, your hand separately, the star, the lamp. When I'm editing like this, I want to keep you natural, so I'm doing the whole photo as one. There's no particular area I've gone after. That temperature is amazing.
That is such valuable information, because I don't really know what I'm doing as far as when it's like color adjust. It's like, I don't know. Does that look bad? I adjust this, I adjust this, I adjust this, and then I look at it and like, does that look better? But that's so clearly an improvement.
The other thing I want to say is I do 99% of my work in Adobe Lightroom. I know all the Adobe programs have it. I'm sure other ones do as well. There is a setting when you click on your photo up above. It's usually labeled in the photos section, called virtual copy. Virtual copy makes a copy of your original photo. So I work in the virtual copy.
So you're not touching the original.
So if I turn it green, I'm not touching the original, which I still have on my camera until my photo is posted on a poster, on social media, given to the director. Whatever I'm doing, I don't touch that original copy.
That's good information to have. Don't mess up the original, work on a copy.
And you can always just duplicate. There's always a way to duplicate it.
Terrific. And then you made some into black and white as well.
I did. That one I cropped in a little, just so you made your face closer to the. I did, because again, your old Hollywood. That's temperature. Now there's the black and white.
The black and white.
And you can get that kind of spotlighty look by taking that vignette that I was talking about and pulling it all the way down as far as it will go.
Yeah, because I look at that one, but you can see where you did the vignette, it gets really dark there on the side.
I moved, there's a feature where I can move the vignette where I want it to be.
Okay.
I don't use it very often. There I did. But in the other one that's darker, that's more of a circle of yourself, this is pulled almost all the way down. The vignette comes in from the corners towards the center.
Oh, yes. So you can move that vignette where you want it to.
Right, and you don't want to overdo it, but the other one really called for it. It just depends on how you want your photo to look.
Yeah. Each photo is going to tell you what it wants.
Right. Oh dear.
And here we are with the Facebook.
I hope everyone enjoys the Facebook Live.
Yeah, you enjoy our embarrassment. And that is our recap of our photo shoot for Spark Lily. We will probably have many photo shoots for Spark Lily.
We will.
Or certainly many occasions to get together and have a glass of champagne and pet the orange kitties.
Of course. So thank you for having me.
Thank you for taking the pictures. Thank you for joining us. Please subscribe to my videos. If you haven't already, drop your comments down below. Love you bunches. I will talk to you very soon. And we're going to have Spark Lily live in just a few weeks. Have a good day. And then I always take a picture at the end for the box cover. So it's... Okay. That's box cover. Because it goes in a box.
You said box.